What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know this video right here is about to be a banger. We will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost. And this one will be titled Pa's Revenge. Effie sets Diana up to die. Now, I know with that title, it probably raised a lot of y'all's antennas on what is this ugly ass nigga talking about. Well, after doing some major deep thinking, and I was, just connecting the dots on a couple of things, it made me come up with this theory. Because think about, if you go by reading the synopsis for episode 6 and combining the characters that possibly is capable of doing certain things, it made me come up with this theory. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So, Pa's Revenge and Effie sets Diana up to die, right? So, the most important player up in this particular video really is Effie. Because Effie can be very conniving, and she's a very emotional woman. She try to act like she don't care about certain stuff and things like that. And in certain aspects, she don't care. But when she do care, she can do very wild and crazy things. She's proven that already several times. And she's always out for herself. And remember, if you've been following my channel, I always been talking to y'all about these power parallels, right? And just by me saying that, I want y'all to think about it for a second. Who does Effie remind y'all of? Of all of the powers, including the OG of power. I'm gonna go ahead and say it for y'all. For the short attention span, people that's cutting the videos off, cause y'all ugly as hell. She reminds me a lot of Dre, people. Think about that. What did Ghost tell Dre infamously on episode 11 of the final season? The episode that was featuring Dre. He said, "I'm disappointed in you, Dre. You lie, you cheat, you sell anybody the F out to get what you want." Don't that sound like Effie? She does the exact same thing. She will sell anyone out to get what it is she wants. And when she gets jealous, she'll do anything. Let's look at now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our proof. Well, from the beginning, when Lauren was a threat, what did she do? Now, we can make a very strong argument that it is very much possible that she did it because Lauren wore a wire. But let's be real. She also did it because she knew that Tariq was very much interested in her and she wanted Tariq for herself. More proof of that is she told Diana to stay away from her. She was eliminating the competition, just like it choked with when she first met Tariq. What did she do? She eliminated the competition. That's what she does. She's out for herself because Effie is selfish and she's ugly as hell for that shit. So, getting on to the in the video, my theory, now that we have covered all of that, is that just like Dre, if you can remember, in Power Season 4, Episode 6, when Dre really wanted that top spot, he wanted to be the number 2. He wanted to be the distro next to Tommy, right? And who was the current distro at the time? Julio. And he was just very, very jealous of Julio. Similar to what Effie is doing right now. So what did he do? he tricked Julio into going into a warehouse that he thought would be a meeting to get a potential expansion deal done, right? And then obviously it was an ambush. And they ambushed him and they killed Julio in that warehouse. So, Effie is going to do a very similar approach. Keep in mind, keep telling y'all about these power parallels. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis for episode 6. Because keep in mind, that's the episode I told you I believe Diana will be killed. If she doesn't quite die, I also told you it's a possibility she may not quite die in episode 6, but she will be wounded. And maybe she'll pass away the 7th episode. Either way, she's out of here. But, like I said, so what will go on and what will take place, and this is my theory, that she, because if you read the description, it says, it talks about Tariq and Braden trying to find an end to get back into Noma's good grace. And it also talks about that Diana is going to be tasked with, basically getting farther into the game or risking her family's safety. So, here it is. I can see that her family, possibly it could be, keep in mind, Tariq is probably considered her family now too. But if it's not Tariq, it could be, actually, it's probably going to be, Monet, Drew, Kane, all of them. Probably all of them, actually, because keep in mind, Carter is going to be moving in on them. Carter is not going to be played with people this season. I keep telling y'all over and over how ugly this man is. The man going to be ugly as hell. But anyways, he's going to have his crutches into them. And his clutches into them, and he's going to be like, man. He's going to have them by the grip to the point that Diana is going to have to make a very hard choice. And Effie, she's going to go to Effie. She's going to listen to the wrong person because I think she's not going to know what Effie is capable of. And what she's going to do is she's going to send her to a location, possibly. Maybe even she's supposed to went with her, right? And then Diana's going to go into the lion's den expecting Effie to be there to back her up with whatever it is that they're going on, just like Julio did with Dre. And someone there is going to be there waiting on it. Keep in mind, look at this image here where she's going to, I just find it crazy that Diana is at the same church that Carter was at when we was first introduced to him, right? And those look like basically the same candles. It's kind of crazy, right? So here's my theory. Who else was at that church, people? Paz Valdez. She also showed up, knew exactly where to find Carter at that church. And what else is she doing? She is absolutely grieving right now. I mean, she lost Angela a few years back, and now she's lost her son, her only son. I told y'all, she's not going to let that go, because keep in mind, remember how she reacted when Angela was killed. There's no way I can see her just letting this go when her son is killed. Remember I told y'all that. So, it is possible that just like Dre, when he went and had a meeting with Euro, the head of the Todos Locos, who he knew had an agenda that wanted Julio dead. Well, Effie will have a meeting with Paz and Carter, two people who has an agenda against Tariq, right? And who is connected to Tariq? Diana, because she's going to be pregnant with her baby. So keep in mind, there are sick people in this world. They may consider, people like Carter, they may see this as justice, an eye for an eye. And they could lead her to that church. Keep in mind, the name of this episode is Devil's Playground. Devil's Playground. Now, if you're not familiar with that terminology, when they folks say you're playing on Devil's Playground, that means you're going into a place where you know is very risky, but you're doing it anyway, you're gambling. And it could cost you. So, wherever Diana is going to be sent to by Effie, because she's going to be persuaded by her, I'm not saying that she's going to be killed at that church necessarily, but I do believe she's going to go to something that's going to be linked to Paz or Carter, and she's going to do it to try to protect her family by herself. I think it's going to be just Effie and her. She's not going to, and Effie's going to make sure she do it like this because she knows if she brings Kane or Tariq or whoever around with her, then all of her plans could be spoiled because, they ain't going to play. And they're going to be much smarter and, probably going to be put them, on their game. Like, nah, this smell like some bullshit here. You feel me? But Diana, she's not quite as, experienced as the others. So she can fool her like that. And then she's going to get her to wherever that location is that she's trying to get her to. And I think it is very much possible that Paz will say, like I said, an eye for an eye. And she was like, Tariq, you took my son, I'm going to take yours. And she's going to murder Diana and take Tariq and her baby along with her. So that is my theory, people. Now, I know that's kind of crazy. It's going to be ugly ass niggas hating, saying, you don't know what you're talking about. But hey, y'all been telling me I don't know what I'm talking about all season, and I've been nailing shit. That's all I'm saying, ugly ass niggas. Y'all been saying that for quite a while. Y'all said that about episode 1, and I served episode 1. Episode 2, it was a little shaky, but I was definitely right about a couple of things. Episode 3, I served episode 3. And I'm positive I'm going to serve episode 4 too. So, you tell me, ugly ass niggas, do I know what I'm talking about? Or don't I? Ugly ass niggas. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for y'all, you know what I'm saying? So look, like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. But until the next video, I'm out.